When you awoke, your mind and vision was much clearer, and it seemed whatever he gave you had worn. Your eyes darted around the area, searching for the murderer, wondering if he was just waiting for you to wake. After waiting a few minutes, you came to the conclusion that he was gone, and you knew now was your chance to escape. Wincing, you got to your feet. Your body was sore from laying on the cold ground all night, your arms heavy and tired from being tied up for such a long time. Light crept through the old, broken pane windows, shining inside the warehouse and illuminating the place. You trudged over to the metal doors, trying to pull them back. They were locked from the outside, probably with some sort of padlock or something. Nothing you didn't expect. Frowning to yourself, you looked around for something to help break off the lock. Your eyes went to a hunk of metal that had broken off one of the crates. Picking it up, you dragged it over to the door and raised it as high as you could, using all your strength and slamming it down on the door repeatedly. After about the third time, you heard some metal clang onto the floor outside. You pulled at the door, finding that it was unlocked and smiling to yourself victoriously. It was nice to have a win after all that had happened. You then remembered that your clothes had been torn off, and you definitely did not want to walk back home bare naked. You turned back to the corpse that was once a girl, groaning to yourself. You knew what to do. After taking a few more moments to mourn the stranger, you changed into her clothes. As you pulled up the skirt, you hissed in pain, the fabric going over something that stung. You pulled it back down to see what it was, spotting a small carving on your thigh. It was one of the symbols from his album, engraved on your skin. He had marked you. Ignoring the nausea growing in your stomach, you continued putting on the clothes. They reeked of blood and death, but something was better than nothing. Once you finished, you pulled the doors open, escaping. After hitchhiking a good 3 kilometers or so, a kind stranger picked you up, driving you back home. They didn't ask questions, didn't call the police, and you were thankful for that. And while you hated yourself for it, you were thankful to be alive. 2 months passed since what happened, and you've spent it trying to get your life back together. You got some time off from your job, kept in touch with your friends, and even got back with your ex-boyfriend. Even though he lied, cheated, and that was the reason why you were at that stupid bar at that fateful night, you still took him back. You needed someone to help you get through this, someone to help you feel less alone, and he was all you had. But a paranoid part of you knew that Ji-woon was still around. He knew where to find you that night at the bar, so he probably knew where you lived. You barely spent any time alone, always fearing that he was out there, watching and waiting until the right moment. You knew you couldn't go to the police because of the photo. It haunted you, racking your brain late at night. Just another one of the things that reminded you of what happened that night. So now here you sat on the couch, curled up under some blankets with your boyfriend, Young-soo, as some random movie played on the background in the TV. You hid your face in the crook of his neck, trying to find some sort of solace in him. You pressed a small kiss onto his neck, moving away before he pulled you back onto his lap, giving your ass a small squeeze. He moved his hands down your thighs, starting to kiss you. You didn't know what was going to come from this, but it couldn't be anything good. Unbeknownst to you, Ji-woon did know where you lived, and watched with irritation as you made out with your boyfriend, scoffing quietly. The only reason why he was still watching this crap was because of the way you were rejecting his advances, not letting him touch you anywhere below your waist, pushing his hands away when he grabbed at you. And he knew exactly why. You missed him. You didn't want this poser. You wanted him. You wanted your star, not some loser in the nosebleeds. He wanted you too, and knowing that he couldn't have you made him harder. Sorry, I'm just not in the mood. You pulled away from him as he tried to slide a hand into your pants. Good girl. Then this prick has the arrogance to whine about his blue balls, and can't you see what you're doing to me? He was trying to manipulate you like that? God, what an amateur. Youngsu, no, I don't want to. You say firmly, and it only makes Ji-woon want you more. The next thing he knows, he's covering his mouth, rocking his hips into his palm as he quietly gets himself off to your rejection. You've been different. You're so closed off and paranoid, and you refuse to tell me what the hell's going on. He began to raise his voice. You know I can't. I'm just tired, okay? I'll be ready tomorrow, I promise. A heavy silence hung in the air as Ji-woon climaxed into his hand, stifling his moans. He was happy, giddy in fact. There wouldn't be a tomorrow for Youngsu. He wouldn't be able to touch you at all pretty soon, since Ji-woon had a new show to run. A punishment, a vengeance, for his toy trying to escape him. Oh, he was going to make you pay all right, and he was going to make your little boyfriend pay too. I'll go get snacks. Is there anything you want from the fridge? You asked with a sigh. I'll get some chips, I guess, the douchebag muttered in response. This was his chance. It was finally time for the big finale to begin. As you walked out to the kitchen, Trickster put a rag doused in chloroform over your mouth, knocking you out immediately and laying your unconscious body on the floor. Then he went up to the couch, standing behind Youngsu, pausing for a moment since the commercial for his newest album had come out. Damn, he did look good. Not letting himself get too entrapped in his narcissism, he put a rag over Youngsu's mouth, taking him out as well. As you woke up, you felt panic rush over you, realizing what situation you were in. Oh no. No, not again. This time, you were in your basement, your hands tied to a pipe and your mouth gagged. In front of you sat Youngsu, tied up to a chair and gagged just like you. Thankfully, he was still alive and breathing. For now, at least, and that's all that mattered. Before you could try to move, you watched as an all too familiar pop star entered the room, dressed in the same iconic clothing, this time holding a neon pink bat with a sharp edge at the end, and 3 colorful throwing knives in his hand. He seemed irritated, a frown on his face as he walked over to Youngsu, making you cry out. Hello, detective. He looked up at you, his frown curving into a sick, malicious smile. Oh good, you're awake. Did you miss me, Starlight? You don't answer, and he grows closer, stepping towards you. Once he got close enough, he crouched down, caressing your face softly. You flinched at the touch. Because I missed you. He buries his face in your hair, taking in your scent, your present, that he missed so dearly. After spending so many nights watching you, craving you, and plotting over what he would do, he was finally back with you, holding you, cradling you, having you. It was almost too much to handle. But it seems you forgot one major thing. You're mine. Ji-woon mumbled sharply into your ear, licking at the shell, before pulling away and standing back. Not someone else's, especially not some washed-up douchebag. I mean, come on, this guy? Really? Your taste in men is shit. You're lucky you have me. He jabs at Youngsu's head slightly with the back of his bat, waking him. The next thing you know, Youngsu is up and panicking, struggling around in his chair, shouting muffled pleas and calls for help. Meanwhile, Trickster is watching all of this, scoffing and rolling his eyes. It seems like this wasn't entertaining to him. God, shut the fuck up. the sadist shouted, slamming the bat into Youngsu's stomach, making him throw up a little onto his rag. You cried out, feeling tears well up in your eyes. How could you let this happen all over again? What a pussy, Ji-won muttered, watching Youngsu hang his head, grunting and groaning. The pop star pulled your boyfriend's head back, grabbing him by the hair and making him look up at you. Keep your head up, prick. He walked back over to you, crouching down and moving the gag from out of your mouth. Before you could say anything, he slammed his lips against yours, kissing you passionately. You didn't kiss him back, not until he grabbed your cheeks and forced you to. Ji-won continued pressing rough kisses and bites down your neck, once again marking you, and looking over at Youngsu to make sure he could see. You were doing the exact opposite, not looking at Youngsu or Ji-won, keeping your eyes up at the ceiling and trying to disassociate and leave your body, so you could get away and go somewhere better, somewhere nicer, anywhere but here. Trickster moved his hands up and down your body, giving your censored a soft squeeze, then your waist, hips, and thighs. He finally broke the kiss, leaving you panting. Why don't we give him a show, baby? Please, Ji-won, don't do this, you begged, finally finding your words after panting. You should have thought of that before escaping and running back to this bastard, he muttered to you before stepping back. All right, there's a new show I'm running with brand new rules, so listen up and listen well, he announced, spinning around his bat as if it were some sort of baton. First, I have to introduce our audience, the soft dick little bitch of a man, Youngsu Joey. Youngsu managed to muster a fuck you out from under the rat, making Trickster tisk and shake his head, turning away and throwing a knife at his foot. Your boyfriend screamed out in pain as he watched the knife pin his foot to the ground, blood spilling down like a waterfall. It seemed that Ji-won had grown even more violent and brutal since the last time you had met. Of course, this seemed a little more personal than what had happened to that poor innocent girl. And now, give it up for the main star and his gorgeous co-host, Ji-won Hak and you. He stood, listening to that same old imaginary audience cheering. Ji-won, it's me you want. I'm the one who ran away. I'm the one who disobeyed. I'll go back. I'll do whatever you want. Just please, leave Youngsu out of this. You tried, but he didn't want to listen. Oh, no, babe. I'm running the show, so I'm making the rules, and I say how this all works. You and I are going to have some fun while your boy watches. And the best thing about it is that you're both helpless. Because if either of you try to escape or cry for help, Youngsu will die. And your little photo will be posted everywhere. He dropped his bat to the side, holding up his phone, showing you the photo he took back during that night, ready to be posted anonymously. All he had to do was click. You furrowed your eyebrows, biting down on your lip in frustration as you realized the situation you were in. You couldn't win. You couldn't fight. You couldn't do anything but give him what he wanted. And it was infuriating. Oh, is somebody mad? How cute. Ji-won cooed condescendingly, taunting you. He grinned smugly, beginning to strip you, starting with your shorts. He tugged the waistband, pulling them down your legs slowly, running his hands up your now bare thighs, grabbing at the flesh and watching his goosebumps scattered over them. His smile grew even wider as his eyes met with the scar he left on your leg, the one that marked you as his. The narcissist continued pressing kisses all over your thighs, pressing a particularly hard one on your scar and making you whimper a bit. He pulled away, turning to face Youngsu, who was forcing himself to watch. You see this? This shows she belongs to me and not you. He grabbed at your scar roughly, showing it off to your boyfriend and making you let out a small yelp of pain. Jiwon removed your tank top next, watching in delight as you're censored. Seeing that you didn't even have a bra on, censored. Not even a bra. Yeah, you must be really torturing your boyfriend. And me too. He purred, pressing kisses down your chest, grabbing your censored, and watching it harden under the touch. He sucked your censored before switching censored before moving his hand down to your panties. Oh baby, you're so wet. All for me. Jiwon groaned, moving his finger up and down the censored before putting two in. He took them out, pressing his middle finger and index finger that were once censored, raising it into the air and showing off your slick for Youngsu to see. He then puts his fingers in his mouth, sucking them lewdly. You watched in embarrassment and arousal, your face heating up a bit. You felt ashamed for being so turned on by this. Jiwon bit and kissed at your inner thighs, slicing through your underwear with his knife and moving it aside. He shrugged off his yellow coat, leaving him shirtless and you naked. He spread your legs, censored, letting the cold hair hit, censored, diving in, censored. The killer pressed a long, languid lick up, censored, making you gasp and arch your back. You taste amazing too. He ran his tongue censored before pushing inside. You bit on the side of your cheek, suppressing a moan. Jiwon noticed this, seeming not too pleased with it. He moved his fingers up your legs, digging his nails into your thighs, making you whimper. Come on, you gotta make a noise for it to be a show too. He told you in between licks, moving his fingers already censored. Ah, fuck, you moaned, feeling your eyes roll to the back of your head. How was he so damn good at this? You hated him. You hated what he was doing to you, but shit, it felt like magic. No one had ever made you feel this good before, and you despised it. Ah, fuck. As his tongue reached even deeper and his fingers moved faster, you felt yourself growing close. You hit your head against the wall, letting a string of moans and curses fall from your lips. Is it really that good? Tell me how good it feels. Shit, so fucking good, you mumbled, finally finding the will to look down into Jiwon's beautiful saffron yellow eyes. His pupils were all blown up, nothing but adoration, infatuation, and attraction in them. And for a small moment, you let your lust-filled, broken mind feel some sort of affection towards him. That part that thought this is what Youngsu deserved. He was the one that cheated on you and broke your heart after all. But that moment ended when it all came crashing down, your orgasm washing over you. You bucked your hips into his censored on his tongue. Never had you felt anything so intense. It wasn't over, not one bit. He didn't let up, moving more aggressively, drinking up all your nectar. It was thick and sweet, sweeter than anything Jiwon had ever tasted before. He needed more. Tears began to brim your eyes as he continued, censored like a starved man, rubbing at your censored even harder. God, Jiwon, again, sorry, it's so good, I can't, you moaned, finishing a second time on his tongue. After a moment or two more, he pulled himself off you, censored off his face. The celebrity kissed you, letting you get a taste of yourself. After a moment, he let you breathe, breaking the kiss and glancing over Youngsu. He looked betrayed, confused, heartbroken. You didn't care. As long as he was alive, it didn't matter. Now you're going to censored. He began to untie your bonds. Wait, if I do this, promise you'll let Young-soo live, please. You tried to reason with Ji-won, hoping you would eventually wear him down and get him to agree with you. It seemed to be working. He sighed, rolling his eyes. Fine, but you're going to have to work for it. Ji-won laid back, pulling you on top of him, so you were pressed up against his censored. He kissed you again, letting you grind yourself against him, and censored his pants. Damn, so eager, huh? You must want it bad. Yes, I want it bad. So bad, Ji-won, please, I need you, and only you. You continued grinding up against him. It seemed like you were going to have to give your own little performance. Anything to keep Young-soo alive. Anything to keep another life from being taken. Good girl. He smirked, pulling off his belt and removing his pants quickly, so you were now both completely censored. Ji-won slid himself inside, both of you moaning in unison as he did so. Wrapping your arms around his neck, you kissed him, beginning to rock your hips up and down, back and forth. That's it. Yes, fuck, I missed this. I missed you. I missed you too. You pressed your forehead against his, continuing to censor, feeling your walls holding it tightly. Even though you were putting up a facade, you couldn't deny how good he felt. Pushing censored into you further and further, you could get addicted to this. In fact, you were sure you already had. Shit, you moaned, moving even faster, censored, hitting his chest. You pushed yourself further down his censored, needing more of him. Does my baby want more? So desperate, my needy little whore. How cute. Say it, baby. Say you need my censor. He told you while he sucked and kissed down your neck. Ji-won, I need your censored. I need more. You moaned, feeling some drool spill down the side of your lip. You could barely keep your eyes open at this point. You were trying as hard as you could, but it felt too good. He kissed you again, forcing his hips up and making you cry out. The pop star continued thrusting into that spot just right, making you grow even closer, your walls tightening even more. You moved your body in sync, your hips hitting against his, loud moans leaving your lips. Fuck, I'm close. Please don't stop. Please don't ever stop. You look so pretty on my censored. Baby, just say it. Say you belong to me. Say you're mine. He told you, his thrusts growing more erratic. I'm yours. I'm yours, Ji-won, you cried to Young-soo, to everyone, to the whole world, as you censored. That's it. Atta girl. My girl. Fuck, I'm censored. Gonna censored in this tight little censored Ji-won, wait. But it was too late, and you felt him paint your insides, deep into you, almost making you censored at how he filled you. You fell limp in his arms, exhausted, your vision all blurry. He censored out of you, smiling at the sight of you, all tired and hot in his arms. You smiled back. It was done. You did your job, and Ji-won would hold up his deal. But as you felt your eyes grow heavy, and just before you fell asleep, Ji-won picked up a knife and threw it at Young-soo, stabbing him right in the head and killing him. No, you cried, reaching out for your boyfriend. You couldn't move, couldn't do anything. Ji-won leaned down and pressed a kiss to your forehead. Now this will teach you that you're mine, and always will be.